Audio Jungle. Okay, so we are going to move to single and three-phase power, and Melissa's going to take us through that.
All right, thank you, Raina. Let's dive in. So single phase power, you'll see up here in the upper right corner, there's some different ways to write it, notations. So if you see that, this is what those symbols or phrases mean. So single phase power, you can think of it like one stream of electricity and it comes into the building. The voltage rises and falls in a wave pattern, just like you see here. It's common in your house, small businesses, it's to run your lamps, your hair dryers, your outlets, small appliances, refrigerator, TVs, things like that. It can come in 120 volt, but also 240 volt. So its partner, and I'm sure we've heard the phrase before, three-phase power. Three-phase power, the notations are up in the right corner so you can see what that looks like. And like we talked about with single-phase power, it's one stream of electricity coming into the building. So let's say you have one person that's pushing the merry-go-round, and it speeds up when they push, but it slows down between pushes. So it's a bit jerky. With three-phase power, you space those three people evenly around the circle. Everyone takes a turn pushing. There's always someone pushing, so you get nice, steady, smooth power. That's three-phase power. Large industrial dryers typically require three-phase power to operate efficiently. However, with the use of inverters or VFDs, which we'll talk about here a little bit more, most laundromat equipment can now run on single phase power, reducing the need for costly three phase electrical installations. So, if the building that you're looking at already has three phase power, perfect. If it doesn't have three phase power, it is very expensive to get that power to the building. And with most new equipment nowadays, it's not necessary. So you can run with single phase power and still be able to have nice, efficient equipment. So, some of your larger industrial buildings, factories, some laundromats, especially if they were built years ago, big motors are all going to use three phase power. Again, it's a more constant power delivery with very few dips in between. It's efficient for both lights and big equipment. It usually comes in 208, 240, and 480 volt configurations. These are just some pictures of what breakers look like in their different configurations. So if you're looking at a space and you look in the panel and you notice that the panel is filled with the single phase 120 volt breakers, uh, more than likely, then you've got single phase power coming in. If on the other side of that you look in your panel and you notice that there are three phase uh, breakers taking up three spaces in your panel, then you have to have three phase power. You can run, and I'll mention this later, single phase off of three phase, but not three phase off of single phase. And then the little guy in the middle, he is a single phase 240 volt breaker. So, like at your house, if you have an electric dryer, he's running on one of these bigger breakers. So, spec sheets. Raina mentioned in the beginning that sometimes looking at spec sheets, there's all these numbers and it's very confusing. If you know what you're looking at, you'll make sure that you get the right thing. And just a side note, North America, we use 60 hertz power. So if you see that 60 HZ, then that is the correct machine for you. If you see a 50 HZ, that is for a different continent's power. And we want to steer away from those, of course. But if you'll notice in the spec sheets, it lists the voltage range. It lists the hertz that are available and if it's single or three phase, or in some cases if it can do both. Um, Another thing that you might notice that when you run higher voltage, your amperage is less. So if you can run everything on 240 volt, you're going to be pulling less amperage through your laundromat and needing less amperage to run your laundromat.